Hey, what's going on, Facebook family? Hope you're doing well. I don't know where you live in this world, but right now the weather is terrible out, so I'm stuck inside the office. Maybe you've been watching some of the videos coming on here live, been enjoying the outdoors and the fresh air and the sunshine. Of course, it's Florida, so we most of the time get some sunshine. But anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about something. It just started, I was running the numbers, and it made me think about the costs. I always get this question, it always comes up. How much is a coach? How much is a fitness trainer? How much should I spend this and that and so forth? And I just have to apologize. And I want to share with you why the question comes up, man, like you're not the cheapest or fitness coach, trainer, blah, 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 on the market. And I'm definitely not. I'm just going to be full disclosure. I'm definitely not the cheapest fitness coach, trainer, whatever you want to call me on the market. Online, in person, what have you. And I take 100% full responsibility for that. So I'm going to share that with you in just a moment. Thank you for coming on here, and I hope you pay attention to, especially if you've been considering maybe hiring a personal trainer or a coach, or working with a nutritionist, or whether it be online or looking at an app or a cheap gym or an expensive gym, so forth, so on. And I just want to share with you in regards to why I'm not the cheapest fitness coach on the market and why I'm not apologizing. I'm going to share with you why. So one of the things that I was actually investigating, first off, if you don't know who I am, Mark Avens, creator of the Lean Body Breakthrough, an online coaching program specifically designed for men and women over 40 who are looking to lose weight, keep the weight off, and do so without long workouts and impossible diets. So we'll put that aside for now. That's a 2.5-year journey that started even prior to that. In fact, my whole journey started back in the 90s when I went to school for physical therapy. So let's just do the math on that. I graduated high school in 1990. And then from 1990 until now, really up until probably 92, 93, my first personal training client was in 1995. So that really, truly started my fitness journey. Now I want to just share with you something of that's really, really important for you to know, is that this is not me working out for 25 years. This is actually me earning a living in the past 25 years from helping people on their health and fitness journey. So partly why I'm not the cheapest, it doesn't mean, hey, just because you've been doing it a long time means you can, charge a lot of money for it. Of course not. Not getting to that. But I just wanted to do some of the math, and I'm going to share with you really quick. So I went to school for college. I went to school for 8 years. I was in college at one college, and I went to another. I actually went to 3 colleges, have 2 degrees. One's in physical therapy. And with that, in average, it cost me and my family about 120. I estimated, and this is all rough estimate, about 120 to 150,000 in the period of 8 years, just going back now. And I would say, just roughly speaking, let's just keep it to the 120K for 8 years, which is probably a lot less, but we'll just be conservative. Then from there, while I was in school in 95, I was still in school and I was pursuing physical therapy. That ended up, I would say, just the inexpensive certs back then, maybe $500, spent $500 to $1,000 on that. And then, so that was, let's just say, from there in 1998 when I graduated in Buffalo from school, I moved to New York and I started working in physical therapy, but at the same time I was training. And then I spent on there continuing education, coursework, workshops, things like that, about $3,000 to $5,000. Let's just be conservatively speaking, $3,000. ACSM, all the certifications. You don't need to know all the names of them. I did all the gold standards. Nobody's ever asked what my certifications are, but I have pretty much all of them. In 25 years, even the ones you've probably never even heard of because maybe you weren't even thinking about training or coaching or working with a trainer at that time. So then this is in New York City now, when I moved to New York City from Buffalo, and between 98 and 2002, spinning, kickboxing, boxing, personal training, coaching, so forth. Then I moved to New York, then I moved down here to Florida in 2002, pursued now a direction of personal training that ended up being from 2002 to 2009. And in that time, I started up my own personal training business, started a golf fitness business, spent about 25 to 30K on that, 25 to 30,000 on continuing education, workshops, seminars, being around the best of the best, investing in my career, as many of you do for whatever career you're in. Chances are you've invested in education, you've invested in maybe some coaches and mentors and so forth. And I did the same thing. It just, my line of work was fitness. So that was between 2002, 2009. I was running kind of my own show for a while, and then I got with a business coach who helped me open up my own training center, and that was in 2010, between 2010 and 2016. There, in that period of time, I probably spent, and this is not even talking about the cost of opening the gym. This is just talking about training, coaching, and mentorship, and so forth, so on, and education and learning and certifications and workouts and all that stuff. Program design, nutrition, blah, all those things. Anywhere from 40 to 50,000. Then that turned into 2016, about that time is when I sold the gym, and then I took a break. Honestly, I was going to go away from it for about a year, went away from it. I came back into it so passionate. I kind of really, really missed it. And then directed my attention into the online space. And then from 2018 to currently, I spent probably close to 50,000, 50 to 60,000. Again, I'm going to be conservative speaking as far as in coaching and mentorships and all that stuff. So I'm just going to share with you to date as this coach. And again, I take full responsibility why I'm not the cheapest fitness coach. And for you to get a better understanding of partly the reason is in the course from the period of 1995 when I first started personal training to now, 25 years later. I did the math, and I did it on a conservative side. So we're just estimating here, but it's on the conservative side, $238,500. So I spent nearly 230, whatever you want to call it, 238,000 on my professional career in training, in fitness, in nutrition, and all the things that we just talked about. So mind you, I couldn't afford, first off, to be an inexpensive coach. The other thing is, the best thing for you is, while I'm not maybe the cheapest, I can tell you this, that there's two things you got to realize is that you can't be in pretty much any business. It's just as if you're not going to go to some shanty like auto repair place that, you know, maybe is kind of shady and they don't know what they're doing. They're not really credentialed. They're not insured or anything. You're not going to go to somebody who's going to work on maybe your teeth, a dentist who, you know, across the ocean somewhere, and they have like a certification, but they're not licensed and insured and all those types of things. They don't have the experience. You're not going to probably want to go to a trainer who has no experience, who has no success track record at all. You know, again, that's the thing you have to realize when it comes to being the best and the cheapest, you can't be both. So one of the things that I've learned over the course of the 25 years, I couldn't possibly be the best. It'd be impossible for me to pursue being the best coach for my clients and be the cheapest. It just wouldn't be possible. And I choose to be the best. So in order for me to choose to be the best, there's just no possible way, if I'm going to invest in myself, if I have mentors and coaches and understanding and knowing exactly what my clients need versus just winging it, you know, charging cheap dollars and saying, I'm just going to wing it. That's not how I roll. It's honestly never how I rolled. So just one of the things coming into maybe even inquiring about coaching with me is I'm not the cheapest trainer and coach, and I take 100% full responsibility for that. Now, while I may not be the cheapest coach out there, I will take 100% full responsibility in getting you results. Now, it is something that if you are going to be the best, when it comes, push come to shove at the end of the day, when you're working with a coach, if you're investing in yourself, you want to get results. I take pride in getting my coaching clients results. It's why I've invested not just pretty much the past half of my life to it, but also right now, currently in my coaching programs, even in my free challenge that really costs you nothing, to get into a space where I've developed something that I've really taken from the past 25 years of my experience to offer for free. That's not too bad, right? Well, I realize that, of course, it's not for everyone, but I do offer a premium coaching program That's what I have. It's pretty much my livelihood, just as many of you have your own livelihoods. Maybe you're a doctor or a teacher, or maybe you work in an auto shop. Maybe you are a car salesman. Maybe you do sales, in medical. Maybe you do kitchen renovations. Maybe you're maybe you renovate houses. Maybe you build new houses. I'm sure you had to do training. I'm sure you invested in yourself, and I'm sure you based on your experience and your investment on what you decide you're worth. And here's what's really crazy about it is that regardless of the cost it is to come into my coaching world and my Lean Body Breakthrough coaching program, that's proven its track record, not just in the past 2 years, but my proven track record for the past 25 years is there. I even am in touch with some of my clients that I haven't worked with in 20 years, and it's pretty awesome to see their journey, even though they're not working with me, to see the lifelong success that they've had from some early success working with a qualified coach. Now, with that, at the end of the day, you got to look at yourself in the mirror, and if you're trying to get in better shape, are you going to go the cheap route, or are you going to go the best route? Because at the end of the day, you can't be pursuing the best route if you want to get in the best shape and the cheapest if you're looking for a coach or a trainer. And that's to all of my coaching colleagues that are out there. It's the same thing. Here's the deal. I know there's coaches and trainers who are new, and they got to get in the trenches. They got to do some of the dirty work. They got to get in to getting some experience, get their feet wet, just like I did, a little wet behind the ears back in the mid 90s, when I was personal training and counting reps. Unfortunately, I don't count reps for anyone, but I do count results. And that's, at the end of the day, the most important thing. Anybody comes into my coaching program now is I'm going to count their results, because at the end of the day, if I can't get results, I probably wouldn't have been in this industry as long as I have. So anyway, I hope that clears it up. You can't be the best and the cheapest. I sincerely apologize if you're reaching out to me and you're looking for the cheapest coach or trainer. Know that I'm not your guy, so it's probably not even worth it for you to reach out to me. But if you're in a position, if you're in, say, your 40s or your 50s, and you've already tried those methods, you've tried the cheaper routes, you've tried the quick fixes, you've tried the inexpensive apps, maybe you've tried all the wearable technology, and they're all awesome. They're all great tools that you can be using on this pursuit, right? But if you're looking for a good coach, a great coach, one that's going to give you results, and you're looking for the best possible option, chances are you're not going to find it in the cheapest. So keep that in mind when you're on search. And if you want more information on my Lean Body Breakthrough Coaching Program, again, it is a signature program that I put together over the past 25 years of in the trenches experience so that you don't have to do the work. You see, I've already done all the hard work over the past 25 years and $238,000 and I'm continuing to learn. I have currently a business coach, a mentor. I'm doing, in fact, this weekend we are doing an online mastermind, which typically would have been in Vancouver. I would have been traveling out there as I did last year if you've been following me then. This one, it's virtual because there's no travel for right now. And that's cool, but you know what? We're still moving forward. I'm still investing in it. I'm investing not only in myself, I'm investing in it for my coaching clients so that they can get the best coach, not the cheapest. So take care and God bless. I'll put the link if you want to be in touch with me, you want to learn more about my coaching program, and you can just really literally hop on a quick call for 10 minutes and see if we're a good fit. If we're not, I'm sure I can point you in a good direction that will set up for you based on what your requirements are needed. And that's it. Take care and have a blessed day. We'll see you.